All right, so we are starting now, jumping around we're going to the opening of the sixth parak in this book, the Shearim, lelוח, העברי, which gets down back to basics. Actually, it starts with a general scientific explanation of the day as a day. And in Hebrew, we have a difference between yom and yemama, right? Yom can mean either day or day as 24-hour day or the daytime. But so he's using the word ha-yemama to denote the 24-hour day. Okay. Ha-yemama, so first going to start with some science. With the development of the sciences of I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it might be even calculus, but I'm not sure. And geography that we know. And the expansion of the concepts of time by people. And as a result of the invention of mechanical clocks and they're becoming widespread, there are in the Lulach new concepts, musagim rabim azman, and different concepts, many concepts of time. Vikar al hayimama v'chalakea, especially about the day, the 20 and its parts. Huaruba or chadash, they were illuminated in a new light. The Sulani Idiot Rabot, we have many additional points of knowledge. And the calendar of the year of the Jewish year of the last generations, Hit Asher has become rich biyada with knowledge. And it includes data on the parts of the day. The Tunim Hamsharim LeYehudi Ben Dorenu, the data which allows a Jew of our generation to be precise, ulakpid, and to be meticulous, bishmirat mitzvot, in keeping mitzvos. Mitzvot taseh, mitzvot lo taseh, shizman kiyuman mugbal, mitzvot taseh, which is delineated by time, or sheyesh ba'agileng, or has a definition of time involved in them. I just want to give a simple example of this, which is nowadays, if you go to a Vatican minyan, they'll invariably be using a clock, and they will very often, if they are particularly meticulous, they'll be precise to the second as to when the sun rises. Clearly, this is not possible through most of human history. And the Rambam, I recall hearing many years ago, I don't know if I ever saw it inside, the Rambam says, if you're within like 20 minutes of sunrise, then that's still considered to be Vasikin, because how accurate could they be at the time? So 20 minutes, give or take, was considered to be a more or less ballpark figure. And this is true about many things in Judaism, right? Where the times which we today are precise concerning them, at some point they they cannot be precise. So things have changed in that respect over time. Okay? Hayimama. The 24-hour day is the basic unit of time on this earth. Hayimama, perek zman bo mashlim kador ad sibuv al tziro. It's the time which the earth completes a revolution on its axis. Mishameshet lichida limdidat azman bnei kador ha'artzenu. It serves as a unit for measuring time on the face of our earth. At the Yamama nitan lachalek l'chalakim tiviyim. You can divide it into natural parts. Yom, Laila, Boker, Tzorayim, Be'er, Chadoimen. Day versus night, morning versus afternoon and evening, etc. So the ancients divided the day into 12 large hours, which is evidently 2 hours apiece, I presume, corresponding to the 12 constellations. Kol Sha'ah Gdola, each one is 30 degrees, Shel Keshet HaMa'agal. I wish I knew what that meant. Keshet HaMa'agal, the
zodiac.
Yeah, well, the 30 degrees is times the 360 degrees is obviously times 12, right? So the 12 times 30 in 360 degrees, which is the entirety of the circle, right?
Right.
That's what he means, whatever that means by Kesher Magal. The Yameinu Mekubal Chalek Yama Leskin Ba'arba Shot. We divide the 24 hours. Rava Shani Yameinu Chalakim Lish 12. Not so much in, so I don't know. Anyway, 12 Shot Yom, 12 Shot Laila. That Hasham Chakim Lish Shishim Dakot. There are 12 hours, each of which is 60 minutes, a daytime and nighttime. At the Dakam Chakim Lish Shishim Shniot, 60 seconds. At the Shniam Chakim Lish Shishim Shlishiyot. I don't know who does this, but somebody divides the second into 63rd seconds. Does that work? What does that mean?
Because, well, I mean, we use the word second to mean a unit of time, but it's also second as in first, second, third. So,
How do you get 60/3?
just like each degree is divided, it's also a concept that degrees around a circle have parts, and each part is called second. And so each second can be divided further into a third.
Okay.
Not a 1/3, but a third division.
Third division. Okay. The Cheshmonot Lelוח Hebrew Mechulak Hashar le 1,080 Chalakim. Chol Chelek Mechulak le 76 Regaim. That's not in Shas. I'm not sure where it comes from. Maybe for some later source. Gam Yichidot Azman Chodesh V'Shana Nindadot Yamim. The month and year are measured in days. B'Chodesh Harechi in the lunar month Ben 29 Yamim l'Shloshim Yamim. Diuk astronomy. The precise astronomical is 29.5306 days. B'Shana Shimshit Ben 365 365 days in a solar year. Diuk astronomy 365.2422 Yamim. Okay. Yichudah shel Yemama Hayima Yudit. What's unique about a Jewish 24-hour day? Hayimama Yudit matchil min erev. Hour starts in the evening. The division of the 24-hour day is like you have by other nations. Ella, however, time has unique quality. Or its unique value. More, of course, than any other religion. We have to be to follow and be aware of the times as they elapse and change. Halacha deals very, very intensely in the concepts of time which are within the framework of the 24-hour day. There's a concept of dimdumim. Dimdumim in our day and age is the time given, the description given to twilight. The time is a transition. Yom l'layla ben layla liyom. The twilight in the evening, and although the term is not so much used, there's of course twilight in the morning as well. Well, by us, then we have different terms for the twilight of evening, the twilight of the morning. Right, we call ben hashmashos to the twilight of the evening. We don't have a term for the twilight of the morning. We have only a term for the beginning of its period, which is alos hashachar. It's the time between alos hashachar and hanetzach hama, between dawn and sunrise. On account of the expansion of the expanded availability of watches, or its clocks, there's a new reorganization of the luach. Lifnim, in ancient times, before the mechanical clock became widespread, a person who arranged his time according to his day according to natural times. Tizrach HaShemesh, from Tchilim Kuftal, from Barchi Nafshi. When the sun rises, the Yitzhak Polo, a person goes out to his work, Lavadato, and to his activity and to his work, Ade Aref, till evening. But when mechanical clocks became widespread, V'shchabot hamayot in the lower the lower classes, I guess, Shamei Tarbut of the civilized nations, Nikba City, Yomam, Shanoshim Api Hashon, and no longer function based on astronomical phenomena of the day, but based on the clock. And they no longer start working with the daybreak of Zikha Shemesh or with the rising sun, but at a certain time. But all of the regulation of our life is based on a clock. And we need this clock, even though it's an artificial imposition on the order. We need it also for Shmiras mitzvahs. Zmanei Tfilos, Zmanei Knesset Shabbos, when we daven, when Shabbos comes in, say so when it leaves. Vod Arbei mitzvahs and many other mitzvahs, Yisurim and Yisurim, positive and negative things. Hakshun Zmanei Yom, which have to do with the time of day. Nikbaz Manam Api Hashon, they're all determined based on the clock. The Moshav, for example, Sof Zman Achilas Chametz, Be'er Pesach, when you can stop eating Chametz at Pesach, or Sof Zman Achilas Api Koman, B'Leil Seder. Which leads, of course, to the question: how do they do before the clock, right? Well, obviously, would you have a sundial? Use a sundial, but what happens if you don't have a sundial? What happens if the day is cloudy? The invention of the mechanical clock, and it's becoming widespread, caused a recapitulation. I think the good term of the Lulach. Zmanei Yom B'Luach Hashana Yudi. Times a day in the annual calendar. V'chein Luach Hashana Yudi shel Dorot Achronim Yerchivet Yiriotav. The annual calendar has expanded. V'meichil Netunim Azmanei Azvicha V'Ashkiya. Obviously, when he means talk about the Lulach, he's talking about the Lulach which you have in shul or at home, right? Which used to be very, very simple. Now you very often includes times of sunrise and sunset, Azmane Elus Shachar, Rachamim, dawn and nightfall. Azmane concisely Shabbos. Shabbos comes in, Shabbos goes out. Azmane feels times of davening, chulei, v'chulei, etc. Yesh minagim shonim. There are many minagim. Yesh deot shenot, and many different opinions. Kol elam b'chinas Torah tzricha limud. This is Torah which we have to learn. V'ashreim Yisrael, praiseworthy is the Jewish people. Shkam tzah v'chok giluis shemegalim ba'olam. Any invention, anything which was revealed in this world, miyanosim bo shimush l'chiyum mitzvot, we immediately use it in order to fulfill mitzvahs. Chen lagdil Torah ladira, and expand the boundaries of Torah. In Hebrew, Dor Mechashbim, in our generation of computers, Ratmulim lachazu, they harness to this work. Shel chishuv zmanei hayom balacha, of reckoning times day in halacha, et ha-machshev. And of course, we have myzmanim.com, and that is not an advertisement, just a statement of fact. You ever use myzmanim.com? No?
Never heard of it.
My gosh. Unbelievable. What are you, still in the 20th century? Still in the 1980s.
I have a Palm Pilot that tells me the times of day if I need it. It has a wonderful.
Don't tell me you have a Palm Pilot. No, you don't have a Palm
I do
Pilot.
have a working Palm Pilot. It has a wonderful program called Lulach, which I still use.
Well, my friend, I didn't know what a Luddite you actually are until now.
There are worse Luddites than me.
Palm Pilots. Wow.
myzmanim.com. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? What can I enter? Get the myzmanim app.
You don't need the myzmanim app. Everything can be done on the computer. I have the app on my phone, but yeah, you don't need it.
Yeah, I recently bought a book that goes through all the calendar algorithms, including the Hebrew one. So I might dive into that at some point.
Okay, myzmanim actually has some of the science behind how it works, which we're getting here. So anyway, so there are lots of computer programs. Obviously, the Palm Pilot computer program is also a computer program.
Yes.
V'zeo says chishum meduyak, and this makes a precise determination shazmanim of the times. Umapis luchot, and it spits out the printed calendars, tablot and tables. based on different opinions and hagim in each place in the world. For example, if in a parak say brings this parak miksas mismanei yom Yerushalayim Yer Kodesh apishito shonos, evidently much further on at the end of the parak. Okay, so he has decided to start with Alos Shachar as twilight in the morning and Shmos twilight in the evening, according to halacha. Luchos on the time of sunrise, shkia, and sunset, Vadim Dumim and twilight, different latitudes in the world. For all days of the world, all days of the month, they are astronomical almanacs. Yamim Vavim, both nautical and how to say air-based?
Aeronautical.
Thanks. Biachas is so you know the first lulach, first scientific lulach which was introduced to halacha in America was the naval astronomical tables, and then everything expanded from there. So I remember that the Naval Observatory published the times of correct times of sunrise and sunset. So that's the nautical, and so biyachas lezmanei azricha b'shkia mistamchim anu b'derech almanakim now we could follow these almanacs. I did not know that almanac was also a Hebrew word. Did you know that?
Nope.
Ulam biyachas edim dumim, in terms of the twilight, ein mistamchim ulot eila. Can't rely on these calendars. Determining alos hashachar bein hashmos determine halacha nasa b'klan b'gdot shekabulin rachmei atamuv harishonim. It doesn't go by their principles. Not even sunrise, according to some opinions, goes according to their principles. Because according to some opinions, you don't go after the astronomical sunrise, which is when the sun comes over the horizon, but according to the visual sunrise, which is when the sun comes out of the mountain. So that in and of itself causes all sorts of problems, right? So these are Al Zricha Shkiya Amud 102. We're going to find out about that, about the Dumun Dargotam and the various different Dargotam, different twilight factors. Amud 99. Alot Hashach Amud 100. Ben Hashmashot Amud 101. And that completes the first page of this section, which is pretty interesting. And I guess we can stop here and go a little bit further, but it's fine to stop here.
Okay, we can stop here. We'll pick it up next week on 91.
Okay. Like I said, this is where the book should have started. Okay. Doesn't matter. We're here.
All right.
Have a good week.
Take care. You too.